What's up, everyone? It's Gavin or Tweek.
Oh, snap. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's Marcus or Pink.
What up, what up? It's Charles or Chuck. Hey, got the mix. Come on.
What up?
What up?
Hey, Chuck.
Matter has no Chuck this week. He's busy. I think he'll update everybody. He'll share what he was doing today. I think next week when he comes back to the podcast. But it's pretty cool.
Very interesting.
I hope he does. And if not, maybe we could Patreon gatekeep it. So that'll be cool. What's going on? We do have a Patreon, by the way. What a great segue that was. Tweek Talks, patreon.com/Tweek Talks. We did just record our Patreon content. One of us had not seen the state of play for PlayStation, was very excited about some of the announcements that were made. I had no idea. I was busy day at work. I didn't get to check anything. I stayed off Twitter, and I joined the call for the podcast, and Marcus and Gavin both told me, we got to get you to live react to this stuff because there's some crazy announcements that you're going to be hyped about, and they were maybe correct. You'll have to subscribe to the Patreon and see. How's it going, Marcus?
Oh, gosh.
He got me. He got me.
Wait, what?
Did you see, by the way,
Really?
a viewer made a tier list of who's best at the mix?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, in one of the YouTube comments.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's
Well,
Gavin, me, Marcus, and Charles, I think.
Yeah.
My mix is insane. It's insane.
Oh, come on.
It is. It's
I
pretty
just got
good.
hold on.
My mix is crazy.
It's pretty
No,
good.
it's fine. It's all right. It's all right.
True. I'm trying to think of like how TMI can get, so I'm just gonna go with like the normal day-to-day life. I don't want to share too much, but yeah. As people know, I got the job. I started on Monday, so 2 days ago. And it's interesting, it's a change of pace in life, but it's cool. Little man turned 2 last Friday. He had his second birthday party on Sunday. It was Sing 2 themed, which was cool, because he loves Sing and Sing 2. So because he's turning 2, we made it Sing 2. Whoa. Yeah, we do like themes and stuff. Really, my wife does themes, and I just like go along with it.
What is Sing?
Huh?
I don't know.
See?
Y'all have never seen Sing?
Bono's in it?
Is it animated or no?
It's animated.
Okay.
Escarjo? I've never heard of this. Anyway, I would not have fit in. I wouldn't have gotten the theme of that party.
Yeah, I mean, there was Sing stuff everywhere. You would have gotten the theme of it. But, I mean, we even have Sing shirts, Sing 2 shirts. We had matching shirts, of course. But yeah, it was cool. Life's been good. How's it going, Gavin?
Good. I'm a little peeved.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
boy.
that.
So,
I mean, it's valid, to be fair.
I think the planet Earth has forgotten what pre-order means.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I don't think there's a point of pre-ordering anything anymore. Because I got a Switch for me. I got a Switch for B. I feel like a very nice boyfriend for that. The Walmart one says June 6th. That's not pre-ordered. That's the day after it comes out. That's not a pre-order. And the other one says June 11th.
That's ridiculous. The 6th one, maybe a little leeway
I
for
agree.
shipping.
I'm slightly peeved at the June 6th one and genuinely pissed off at the June 11th one. And depending on how the midnight release goes tonight, I'm just going to be pissed in general. No, like people I know doing it. Like if it's easy for them and they just show up and get it, I'm like,
might be the
what
case.
was the point of pre-ordering it if I could just go and get it at GameStop?
I guess technically a pre-order just guarantees you get the item, not necessarily when you get it. Maybe there's some sort of law. I don't know. You should do some research.
Hey,
Start suing them.
Yep.
I just don't.
Mine should be here in a couple hours, Gav. You want to come over and play mine?
I can't tell
Well,
if
you're
you're
not
serious or
allowed,
not.
you literally can't play it until the 5th. So
Yeah, a couple hours.
I can't tell if you're serious or not.
true.
Who?
You.
What did I do?
Will it actually be there in a couple hours?
I don't know. I didn't check.
Oh, okay. I mean, you did the thing where you looked,
Bro's trolling.
and
This is why my mix game is so
you
good.
probably don't even have a watch on.
Your mix game is
I do have a
specifically
watch
good
on.
today.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my
Okay,
game
that's
today,
fair.
yeah. I'm shooting
You're on a
well
good
today.
mix day today.
I'm
Them
feeling it.
them trailers got his mind working.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, they actually did. That's very true. No spoilers.
Activated.
But yeah, otherwise I'm good. I've been trying to stream more. Shout out
Me
to everyone who's been supporting that. I'm
Are you
excited for
shuffling?
this.
Are you shuffling a deck or something, Gavin?
Oh, y'all can hear that.
Oh my
I was
God! Yes.
always shuffling.
What are you
Sorry,
doing?
I
What is
like
that?
cards. Yeah, I'm excited for the Switch 2. And we're just trying to make a lot of changes to my content in general. We have a lot of ideas. A lot of things I think we're gonna set in motion. And yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, I guess we could move on to Smash stuff. There was the crazy France Orchestra tournament. We didn't watch too much of that.
I didn't. I'll be
Symphony?
busy.
Yeah.
Busy
Is he
weekend.
still mixing? Is this a mix? The
Huh?
mix thing? All right.
Was I wrong?
No, we didn't ask Haz how he's.
No one cares.
Oh yeah, we don't gaff.
Yeah. That's
Sorry,
true.
we gaff.
All right, back to the French tournament. You're
That
right.
was
My
a good
bad.
mix.
No, it wasn't. Not nope.
I'm sorry.
Accidental. It's like you
I'm
tripped
used to
over your
being
own.
last
True.
or first. I'm sorry.
All good.
Chat's gonna ask you how you're doing.
We're not.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
I'm shuffling again.
That's crazy.
I'm shuffling
How am I doing?
again.
I'm doing great. My Switch order's coming on time. Should be here
Like
pretty
30
soon.
minutes, right?
Yeah, anytime now. I'm blurry though on the camera. There we go. That's my bad. I leaned back too far. I'm good. I actually did want to share something, but now I don't remember what it is because I was so distracted that I didn't get asked how I was doing.
I'm sorry.
I'm so upset.
Bro didn't
No, I'm
take
good.
this.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, Gavin. So we did MomoCon last weekend, which is a tournament you usually go to, and something I was thinking about was that was like one of the first times that Charles and I went to a tournament and you didn't. And then I was thinking last weekend with the French tournament and a couple of the other smaller tournaments going on across, like Cost went on over the weekend, DreamCon, all that good stuff. It was like it's been a while since zero of us have gone to a tournament, you know, especially you're usually going to them. So how is it going? Like retirement arc, not going to tournaments, watching, like growing the content. I know obviously because we talked, but I think it's good to just kind of get your thoughts about it.
I think it comes in waves. I think the tournaments going on didn't really affect me because I am used to not going to everything. Like I have skipped relatively big tournaments. Like I'm not like always at everything, so it hasn't really hit me. But I think I've said this before, but like I'll be doing something in my daily life and my brain starts to wander and then I catch myself like what's the point?
Yep.
Like why are you thinking about this? Like just an interaction or like how I would beat something or someone and yeah. But I also like I stream and I get a lot of people saying like asking questions and I'll answer it as if I'm like still competing and it's weird. It's really weird. I don't exactly know how to answer this. But yeah, like I said, it just comes in waves. I was even talking to B earlier, like, what am I supposed to do? Like,
Huh?
Yeah. Right?
like we're at the grocery store and I'm just like, damn, I really like don't have a job. Damn.
I mean, you kind of
Well,
do. You're
you have income.
starting-
That's good.
Yeah, you're starting a business technically.
Yeah. So
You're an entrepreneur, actually. You're the opposite
yeah.
of unemployed.
I'm figuring it out, I guess.
You are figuring it out, actually.
And I haven't even mentioned that the other day, like it's like public that I'm not working with Luminosity too, so that's also a big change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like we're in this weird limbo right now, I think, where I'm not
Transitioning.
competing. I'm not sponsored. The Switch 2 is like coming out. There's like so many changes and different things going on. Like I'm just trying to figure it out. Sometimes it feels really negative, but I'm trying to make sure I'm like just framing it positively and like trying new things, putting effort into other things. Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff coming though on the horizon, like you said.
Yeah, I think it'll feel better like very quickly.
Yeah.
Like
And who knows when the new Smash will come out, because then
That
things will really.
It could be 1 year, it could be 10 years, or it could be. I was gonna say never, but that's just not true.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess it's not impossible,
You never know.
but yeah.
Dude, I did that mixed master. You asked me how I was doing, and I just flipped it and made it about you again. So
Yeah, everything's
Even
about
though-
me, you know.
didn't even
It
notice.
is your show.
Your name is on the podcast, yeah. Stuff. Anyway,
It's so important.
um,
All right, now who's the most carried?
We just
okay,
skipped the first.
I would love to talk about that shoe stats chart about who's the most carried. I do think we should talk about
Oh, you're more carried than me.
me.
Yeah,
Depends on which of my characters you're talking about, bro.
Ken.
No,
We're right next to each other. We're buddy buddy.
no. A little further down. All right. Let's just do that then real quick. All right. So I found this earlier today. I thought it was great from Shoe Stats, who makes a lot of fun different tier lists, polls various players from all different skill levels all over the place. And he's a big stats guy, and he compiles the data and makes neat little tier lists based on a small sample size or a sample size of data. So this one I dropped today, and I thought it was super fun. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull it up on my
Wait,
screen.
why are Incineroar players so carried?
Bro,
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
Carried by what?
Okay. So let's just go top to bottom, because we
what's
do
the
have,
criteria, man?
we
Yeah,
have audio only listeners who I feel like
Yes.
we've been neglecting. I'll run through this real quick. So it goes from top to bottom. The higher you are on the tier list, the more carried you are. Starting from the top, perfect score of 100. You might sit there like, I know who this is. Nope, you don't. It's Mr. Game & Watch. And then it's
Some
Steve
people
second,
probably
right
guess
behind
that.
him. The only two S+ tier characters. And the funny thing about that, the way I found this tweet is that Mia quote retweeted it with Game & Watch
Oh.
and Steve at number 1 and 2. It said, what now? What now? And bro, Mia is hilarious. So it goes S+, Game & Watch and Steve. S- in order. Kazuya, Rob, Min, Luigi, and Aegis.
Okay.
A+ the next tier down.
We should talk about S+ and S-.
You want to break them down? Okay, that's great. Yeah, give me a
I
break.
think that's
Yeah.
a solid idea.
Okay,
First
so
off, I think the best part about this is the perfect 100. That is so
Yeah.
funny.
amazing.
That is just, I don't know what that means, but it is so funny to get a perfect score on being carried.
I think every one of his has like a perfect 100 and
Yeah,
a perfect 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it averages out in between. That's
It's just so good. Like that's so good.
yeah, it definitely makes it look worse. The
It
thing
fits Game & Watch very well. I think.
The thing I'll say about Game & Watch is we similarly on this podcast, like maybe 100 episodes ago or some shit, talked about if you had to take someone who's like constantly going O2 at a tournament, playing X character, and you instantly want to improve their results, who would you give them? And my answer was Game & Watch, and you guys were like, wait, shit, that's a great answer, because
It
the
is.
game plan is effective, is what
Like I
I'll
said,
say.
Rob.
That was, dude, Chuck, fuck, I wish he was on here. But yeah, and Rob is a great choice too, but you do need to learn item play and learn the 0 to deaths. Game & Watch kind of just... I know, but for an O2er, think about it. For an O2er, that's not going to be super easy. It
I
isn't.
don't even think you need to learn the.
Yeah, he's saying you
the
don't need
0.
it.
I don't
Oh,
think
I thought you were
need
saying
it.
the execution isn't hard.
I
okay.
haven't seen a Rob like how often do you see zombie like 0 to death in people?
I don't know about that though, because I'd much
It
rather
just
fight an
doesn't.
inexperienced Rob than an inexperienced Game & Watch. Like by a lot. I'd
Oh
rather-
yeah, no, I'm not saying that one's like that Rob is like more like a more carried character than Game & Watch. I just think that Rob is definitely like super. I just don't think you need to learn the item stuff.
Yeah.
like,
Okay, fair.
to-
He's
to be
still effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. What Chuck said to me is like, at Momo, he was like, bro, if you play Game & Watch, you'd be like top 50. Like, because all I do is upbeat at a shit. I upbeat so much with Ken and Richter all the time. He's like, bro, if you play Game & Watch, he's like, he sat there, he really thought about it. He's dead. He was dead fucking serious. Because if you play Game & Watch, you'd be like top 30 at
Were
least.
y'all playing?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was just thinking about it.
He'd
Which
say
is even
something
funnier.
much.
Oh yeah, it would not be
much more mean if it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he'd be flaming me. But there he was genuinely like, dude, you should think about it. Nope. So Game & Watch number 1 makes total sense. Steve number 2 also makes perfect sense. I think that's basically correct in my
We
opinion.
don't have much to say. Like,
Yeah.
You could alternate them in my opinion, but whatever.
and then going to S-. I don't think you can alternate.
I don't think you can.
Really?
I think Steve is. Well, okay, so like, what's the criteria of carried? Like, are we saying which one's more difficult? Because
Let me see. He's
Game
got
and
the
Watch is
data.
Wait,
more
yeah, isn't
difficult.
that can it be the same tier list difficulty?
I think being carried, it's a combo of both, where ease of execution and gameplay is one piece, but then how good and how far they can carry you is another. Like quality of the character, if you will, plus ease of execution. I think even like a day one Steve is hitting pretty fucking hard. You know what I mean? Not
at the end of the day, carried is like basically someone accusing you of saying you didn't deserve the win, right?
Right.
that. I think applies to Steve more than Game and Watch. You don't think so?
I guess it can, but like when someone calls you carried, they're telling you you don't deserve your success, right?
Yes.
The character's
No
doing
matter
more
how
work.
Characters
like,
doing it
The
for
character's
you.
doing the work. You as the player are just existing.
Like, yeah, you don't deserve your win or something.
Not fundy. Opposite of fundy.
Or maybe you can argue they still deserve it. Maybe someone will call you
Yeah.
carried and still say they're not being mean. I don't know.
Oh, it's definitely a negative thing to say about somebody.
For sure.
Yes.
There's no question.
I
Don't
guess going to S-, we got Kazuya, Rob, Min, Luigi, Aegis, and these are some of the poster children for people being angry with you at Smash Bros.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and if we talk about the French tournament a little bit more, the Symphonic Gaming, Kazuya has come back up, man. Like you've been gone for 2 weeks, and Kazuya is just like he started running.
Lost one Diddy Kong, and it's just hey, hold on.
They
We
came
back.
like cockroaches, bro. You can only stomp them out one at a time. Hey, I don't mind. You guys know, I love Kazuya. Like that's
I like
fine.
watching them. Yeah.
Totally, but seeing someone like Spargo complain about it definitely has me feeling some sort of way for sure. Like that definitely.
That matchup's hard.
Yes.
Bro, he plays like 80 characters.
I think the standout one here is actually Aegis, because a lot of more experienced community members are starting to twist it that like Aegis is like hard, and I think there's some conflicting views here between like the general community and like the occasional person that thinks Aegis is like super difficult. I personally think Aegis is really easy, but I don't know like where I'd place them on a carried tier list. Like if I ever make something like that, put me out of my misery. But like it is interesting because I do see like some community members starting to be along like in the camp of like Aegis is harder than it looks. So it is a little surprising to see Aegis like at the top like this, but I don't know. The rest of this crowd is like expected.
Yes.
They belong together for
like,
sure.
Yeah, this is like I could envision it in my head and I would see like these characters. So
low key, bro, the number one in A+ is a character I think is carries so fucking hard. I really do. A+ starts left to right. Samus, Terry, Yoshi, Sonic, Hero, which I have to imagine that's gone up a lot recently.
That's bizarre to me.
Yeah, because Cloud is next, and Cloud is below Hero, which also has to be a recent development.
Hold on.
That's also similar to Aegis.
Let me finish the list.
Two very different groups of people for Cloud and Aegis. Yeah.
Falco, Me Brawler, Snake, and Incineroar.
The most standout so far, like
is
the biggest
Incineroar.
standout.
What the fuck is bro doing up there? Especially, dude, and the next one at the top of A- is insane too. We'll get into that in a second.
I think what is confusing me about this list is like Cloud is carrying who? Like think about this, right? Like there's Spargo and then who?
I think just like a general sense of he's easy to play as and good.
But is he if like there's one?
I wouldn't say if someone beat me with Cloud, I wouldn't think they were carried. You know what I mean? Like that's not how I would feel after the fact.
I would be like
he's pretty honest.
I would say that Snake carries.
You don't
like
think so, Get?
I would say Snake carries like 20 times harder than Cloud.
Yes. I'm not here to say like
I don't even think it's
carried,
close.
but I'm not going to call Cloud out honest a single time.
Do you think he belongs in that tier, A+?
I don't know. I would put characters above him probably.
Yes, definitely.
I think Samus is really silly.
Samus needs to be like S.
Very silly character.
You learn like two things and you suddenly
that shit.
Dude, just doing down B at the ledge and charge shot.
For
and
me,
it's just, out of shield.
It's just whether I like can understand the hate for the character or not when I'm looking through this. I've never understood why Yoshi is that hated.
I don't get it.
I get it, but I don't like fully get it.
No.
Like I can see him being annoying, but the fact that like I go into a room at a Smash tournament and like they all hate Yoshi. It's like what happened?
Weird.
Like
It's
they
too
all
much.
hate Yoshi. It's like Yoshi, DDD. Like
Okay, that one makes sense. Hold on.
everyone hates DDD like a lot.
He's a piece
Where
of
is
shit.
DDD?
It's one of those characters that you should never lose to. Right? Like that's the idea. And then you start losing, you're like, this fucking sucks. Like this is terrible. Like that's exactly what it is. I'm telling you right now.
But like Samus, like I think everyone can get it, like for sure, right?
Yep.
Like that
I
shit
think
is
should be
really
higher.
whack.
I think Samus should be higher. I really do.
At least one more spot, right? Like
It belongs to that S- tier for sure. And it's very close between ages. Like, I don't know what the cutoff point was exactly.
um
The
I'm sure
gap
it's
is huge, like 7 points or whatever. Like, I mean, that's
but Kazi and Terry carrying this hard apparently, and then like it's so like the drop to Ryu and Ken is multiple tiers.
dude, I
And
don't
Ryu's
even see
below
Ryu.
Ken, Ryu's below Ken, which is very interesting to me. Like, I think people are holding on to old feelings about Ken.
Yeah.
Because Ryu, in my opinion, robs almost as hard as Ken, if not harder. Like his
I've
up
never
airs-
heard someone call like the top hero players carried. I've never heard that before. If anything, like people
carried's
really
a weird.
enjoy
It's not the right
watching.
word. Yeah.
Like the character is silly, but like I don't think anyone's ever associated like the top hero players with like being less than someone else. Like
Yeah.
usually they're fan favorites. Like I'm surprised. Like I think they're really good.
Yeah, and it took a long time for him to get good too. It's not like you can pick him up like. There's intricacies to the character as well. I don't
It's
know.
not
That's,
Samus, like or anything like
No.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
to be fair, he is.
It's just its own
Falco,
thing.
like,
entirely.
Falco makes sense. So Falco's
Come on.
a great case for what carried mean because
Yeah.
he's like one or two buttons and that's all you match.
I
So
get
it's
it for
fucking
Falco,
crazy.
but I think if you're really like, I think if you're good at the game, I'm trying not to insult anyone. I don't think you should hate Falco if you're like super good.
What if he destroys
Right.
both your characters? Very hard.
Both
Your
of your
characters are
characters?
so
That's
As your characters
Yeah.
suck bad.
So I'm not carried.
No, you're not.
well, I mean, according to this list, not really. You're in the middle of the pack.
Also,
buddy.
How is Belmont that high?
If this
by the
was a
way?
few years ago, wouldn't Belmont be a lot higher?
They would be like S-
Yeah.
for sure. They like replace Min Min with them basically. A
Like
few
I'm
years
fine
ago,
with-
dude, it was like
Bowser would
7
be
years
up.
ago.
Belmont's up
Bowser
there,
would be
bro.
higher,
I
too.
hate Belmont.
Did you used to hate them when they first came out?
I mean, I've always theoretically hated them. Yeah,
My impact. Okay.
I hate them.
All right. So, Incineroar.
Yeah, I
Can
don't.
someone explain?
I no.
It's not like he's good.
They got revenge, man.
I guess pairing it with Falco is making sense because, like,
Side
I guess
B.
they're just like getting fucked up by.
They just die.
I guess they're dying. Also, yeah, like
If you do
I'm-
cheese stocks, yeah,
I'm
maybe.
down for Snake to like just shoot up the list.
Agreed.
Just,
Totally.
just go up.
Agreed. Like they just
Okay.
fly high in the sky. They never learn disadvantage a day in their life. They're just pressing B.
I'm
over
taking
and
like
over,
30
like,
plus of stock
just-
just for getting hits. Like,
I'm like, come on.
we-
Like you don't know when to air dodge, use your double jump. You just press like
Do we really think Terry players are more carried than Sonic players?
no,
I've
No
never
way,
like
no,
it's such a
Like-
weird thought.
no.
I know. That's why. I thought
Well,
this
okay,
was good.
I think they might
Actually,
be.
Actually, now I'm back because
I think they might be.
They're
I
cooking?
have played Terry, and the way I play him is I just spin my control stick and press A. Bro, I be doing combos.
You
So
be
I'm like,
winning, bro.
bro, I'm serious. I like do like actual combos just by spinning my control stick. And just jab, Buster Wolf. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know how to. I don't even know
How
the
you do that
inputs.
move?
You're a modern controls. That's how you were doing it.
Me Brawler is also just like
It can go up.
ain't that
Okay,
bad.
but like, how is me Brawler there and then Fox is down there? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, all good.
Me
I think
Brawler
Fox
is,
players are.
Me
So,
Brawler is nothing compared to Fox.
in spirit of Chuck, who would obviously defend Fox, what I would say is that Fox players, the way they get carried is if the opponent plays the matchup incorrectly. Like if they don't do the right things in the matchup and let him get away with shit, he gets carried for sure. Like
Is
matchup
there a right thing
inexperience.
to do?
I don't. What?
How do you play against Fox?
I don't know. That was for Chuck. He'd have to tell you. They don't edge guard him. Everyone can edge guard Fox. It's free. There you go. That was my Chuck for the day.
Pick
Every
Game and Watch.
character. Every character. It doesn't
Pick
matter.
Game and Watch or Luigi or Ness or
Yeah.
Brawler, I guess.
Plant. True.
Buzz
Lightyear.
This
But
list, man.
It's there's some weird ones, but it's also very expected in a lot of the ways too.
Yeah,
but
like
Why is Bowser an A-, bro?
I feel like
Bowser above
once
the
you
thing
get in
Ness?
the
about
middle-
Sonic is like
People hate
everyone's always
Bowser.
complaining about Sonic, but it's never with like this wording. It's always just like I just hate this. Like
Oh, he's not carried, you say. He's just a hated character. There is a big difference.
it's like, oh, I just hate the fact that this is going to time. Like this character's cringe. But then, like, if you look at Steve Game & Watch, like these characters are associated with this type of
Yes.
thinking, like the most.
Yeah.
And then, like a lot of the S- too.
Sonic
It's like
is
some
also,
of these characters just like are hated in like such different ways that like when I'm comparing them, it feels weird. Like when I think of the word carried, like Yoshi is like comes up, DDD comes up more than Sonic in like the general
Yeah.
community because they just hate these characters.
I don't even, where the fuck is DDD on this thing?
bro was random.
he on this
right
list?
next to Byleth and Pokemon. It was hard for me to find him too.
Oh, there
Kirby,
he is.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess we could move on to A-, which includes Bowser, Young Link, Mii Gunner, Palutena, Ness, Sora, Joker, Roy, Mario, Pikachu, King K. Rool, Donkey Kong, Bayonetta, Pac-Man, Little Mac Fox. All right, there's a lot to talk about here. actually.
Okay,
That's a big list.
I'm confused. Like, how is Mii Gunner here and then Samus is here? Like, it's the same thing, man. It's like
Put
basically
it right up there, bro.
Like, just move
Yep.
I see
Mii
what you're
Gunner up.
saying.
You
They're
can go
they're
up.
friends. They're best friends.
They're definitely just
Yeah,
pressing
but
down, be at the ledge.
Samus
like,
is that much better, though, isn't she, as a character? She's a much higher quality character than Mii Gunner, no? You don't
I
think
would
so?
say I would
Yes.
say better character, yeah, but
Yeah,
they're
like,
best
not
Not by
friends.
that
much.
much. Okay, fair enough.
like-
I think so, but whatever. I get it. I hate Samus. Bowser being, I was gonna say close to Incineroar is insane, but Bowser being close to Snake is insane.
You know, looking at it now, I'm starting to see some things. Like,
Uh-oh.
a lot of people hate heavy characters.
Yeah.
And that's something that I know from helping a lot of like my local community. They're like, how do you beat these heavies? I'm like, you hit them, their disadvantage is trash, and then they're stuck there
They lose
forever.
to themselves.
But yeah, but like they're not good enough to like, I don't want to say that, but they're not. Yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna say they're not good enough at keeping them in disadvantage, like exploiting the options, that the limited options that they have. And so like the heavy players get more chances to play, and when they get more chances to play, they're gonna hit you like 3 times, and then you lose your stock. Or if like you can't take their stock, then they're at 150, and Incineroar hits you with Revenge Side, be at 30, and you die. And I mean, I get it. So
they're not the only characters that have the possibility of getting extra chances, because the characters that get extra chances, it's not because they're heavy, it's because they literally like
yeah,
that quality that the heavy characters are supposed to have exclusively, other characters find a way to have that.
Yeah.
Like Steve, Snake, Rob, like they might also be heavy, but they're not like traditional heavies.
Yeah.
So then the heavies don't really have like a strength. So Young
Also,
Link has been hated since day one.
since
bruh.
day one. Project.
Hey.
I mean, this is like you start to see the things: projectiles, heavies, like.
Palutena, like I still have trauma from that character. So annoying. Ness, it's like
Yeah.
kind of like Yoshi.
Yeah,
They hate those two. Like people hate those characters.
they mash a bunch of buttons.
Yeah, I get it. Sora. I
mean,
don't know how the general public feels.
They hate Sora.
They either say he sucks or like I think they say all of the above. Like they just
Yeah, they.
I do think he's kind of easy, I'm not gonna lie.
Sora?
Yeah, but you never played him. Like I
He's kind of easy, bro.
like. Yeah,
I
but
get the disadvantage thing, but who
Wait,
gaps?
what disadvantage? He's fine.
The slow jump or whatever.
Oh,
Joker.
I'm
I
surprised.
thought people
Joker's
thought Joker was the
this high.
hardest character in the game.
I know. I'm surprised he's this high.
yeah, but he still carries.
You think
You
he
know
carries
what I
more
mean?
than Roy,
Like-
though? Well, yeah. I guess Arsene is
Like
insane, no matter
Arsene,
what,
like
yeah.
like the stigma of Arsene
Yeah.
back here.
Dude,
like,
this is kind of like a game
his-
of like you're playing detective. Like, can you pin evidence on this character and be like, yeah, you're carried because of this, right? Like this is
Yeah.
it. Like this is the thing.
Yeah,
like with Roy, it's like his ledge trapping or some shit, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I'll
Side
find
B.
a reason for anything.
Yeah, back here, I'd say Mario's.
Is Mario carried though? Like, yeah, he's like got broken shit, but man, he kind of like, I don't know about that.
He's kind of.
That shit not that hard though.
He kind of.
No, it's not hard.
That stuff kind of
There you
powerful,
go.
and that's another thing, right?
It's powerful.
So like, okay, so you see like there's Game Watch Steve who they have everything, right?
Yeah.
And then when you get to the S- tier, you start to see the breakdowns of like the different strengths of the characters that or like things that people hate. So like Kazuya has the 0 to deaths. Rob is up there with the Game Watch. They have everything. Min Min is fighting you from across the stage. Luigi 0 to death, and then Aegis is just like really fast, overwhelming hitboxes.
Yoshi Ness category.
Yeah, like you can just press a bunch of buttons, like that works out, and then you start to see it like over and over again sprinkled throughout.
Yeah.
So I think Mario falls into that 0 to death, just on a lower scale.
Totally.
You start to see shades of like early Ultimate, like people still feeling it.
Dude, I feel that way. Like Young Link is up there for what, bro? Like, huh?
Pikachu from the beginning too.
They just mash and B, bro.
Pikachu has to have fallen down so much though, like a lot.
A- is still.
You're in the upper half of the cast.
Pikachu.
But you're also right next to fucking King K. Rool, huh?
You're so lucky you won that major tournament with K. Rool. You're so carried.
Yeah, that K. Rool player. We know what. We don't have to say anything. DK behind K. Rool's. What?
It's funny.
That's ridiculous. And
DK,
Bayo behind K. Rool is also.
I can understand that DK is easy on like a fundamental, like just basic level of Smash Bros. Like, yeah, it's easy. Bayonetta, where did that come from?
It's been a more recent development. It feels like I've seen a lot of people complaining about Bayo.
Where did that come from? Pac-Man. Like, I don't even know what to say sometimes. Like you're so used to talking about these characters in like a very specific way, like maybe a couple players, like that, like we talk about like a tournament recap, like Little Mac. I hate that character. I'm down to throw him up there.
Spitty.
I just think he's silly. Fox and Little Mac are best friends, apparently.
Fox need to move up.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes.
Fox need to be next to.
Yeah, we needed Chuck here this week. Dang.
Fox need to be next to Terry, low key.
Chuck would be like, "Yo, S tier is wrong. It should be Steve's block first, then Game and Watch, then Steve." True. There you go, Chuck. I got one for you.
B plus, we have Bowser Jr., Ken, Diddy Kong.
Oh, Diddy Kong. We got to talk about him.
Wow.
Schultz.
What's his ass doing?
Olimar, Wario, Corrin, Zelda, Captain Falcon, Wolf, Ryu, Toon Link, Pokemon Trainer, King Dedede, Byleth, Kirby, Lucario, Me Sword Fighter, Belmont, and Jigglypuff.
This is the middle of the pack, and also where things fall off a lot.
I don't like. I can try to defend it. I just.
So let me obviously jump into the first things I'd like to talk about,
Oh,
which is shout out to the Go Ashimo, who has tricked everybody because he plays cool into thinking that Ryu's not a character that's dishonest in some way or completely broken. I love him. Again, similar to the Cloud thing, though. He's the only one really doing it, so he deserves that. So maybe there is something to that a character is more honest if only one person's really doing it at a top level with them. Because I do think Ashimo, I don't think anybody would call his ass carried. There's no way. Like, there's just no way. He's too good.
I'm not doing it.
No fucking way, dude. It doesn't matter.
He's
and
nice.
To me, these are characters that fall in the middle, which to me mean they have some cheesy shit and some shit that's broken, but it's not egregious. It's not like you don't think of them and it's frustrating. I am surprised, with that being considered, I am surprised to see some characters in here like Shulk. That, I don't know, bro. That character.
There's a lot you got to learn, I guess.
Yeah, but like, dude. Yeah. What, colors, bro? You're the color wheel? Red?
I mean, I don't know how to do that shit. I don't know how to pick the right flavors.
True. Diddy Kong? What's he doing down there? Let's talk about it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he needs to go up, bro.
My
Let's
real,
go
like,
lot.
What's going on with Corrin, man? Like,
that character needs to still shoot way up.
Up.
I understand. I do understand recency bias stuff. I understand that Corrin's lower because people aren't really thinking about Corrin as much as they were that one Genesis. That Shattuck got top 8 along with Neo.
Mm.
But I think the character fell off a little bit, so they're not really thinking about Corrin. They're like, oh, so she's kind of honest then, you know? Like it's like out of sight, out of mind. I feel like plays a big part in here for sure.
Like Wolf O'Donnell is getting away with murder, man. Like I don't get it. Like Wolf is below Bowser Jr. Like, are we
Bowser Jr.? What's up with that? What?
I mean,
Like matchup and experience? Is that a thing?
Bowser low key broken as fuck.
Traits of okay, hold on. Shoestats did answer this. Traits of carrying character include high reward for low effort risk. That's the first one. Low execution barrier, easy combos, forgiving spacing, etc. High consistency, which can mask the player's mistakes, carry bad habits, or simplify neutral advantage and disadvantage. I'm thinking of Smash 4 Bayonetta a lot right now. Shout out to my goat. Matchup independence, characters that play their game regardless of their opponent. Immediate power boost. That is a really good one that we didn't really talk about. But, well, we kind of did, because, like, you just do your thing. Like, it doesn't matter. Immediate power boost. Players perform noticeably better just from picking up this character in high placements despite low player base effort. Which, I don't know about that one. Go ahead, Marcus.
Yeah, that one needs to go. Yeah,
I don't know about that, yeah.
I can look at this, and that can't be the case, man.
It felt like a little too separate from the game.
Yeah, because we're not going to say, like, somebody is picking up Incineroar and suddenly they're just topping their locals.
Never happened.
Like, they used to play Joker, and then they just dropped Joker. I was like, you know what? Incineroar is the way.
Dropped the honest Joker.
Like, what? Come on. Man.
Yeah. If this was Smash 4, Ryu would be a lot higher. Like,
yep. Bayo and Cloud
Diddy Kong would be a lot higher.
Yes. Zero Suit would not be anywhere near where she is.
Yeah,
she might be the highest.
We'll get into that. Yeah.
Sheik would be around where Joker is, I think. We're like, oh yeah, she's broken, but she's really hard. You know what I mean? Like that.
That's so fake.
I would fight.
Oh, I know.
I would fight for it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's Smash 4, definitely I would fight. That 4 there was gigantic. And
I hate that character.
Yeah, she was tough. So I'm trying to think of anything else in here.
Olimar used to be way up there, bro, but he's chilled out a lot.
Wario's also good.
Wario used to be up there.
Yeah. I feel like something that's not on the list that should be mentioned is like special character attributes that help you. I guess that is covered in a loose sense, but like things like Foresight or Bats Within, or any of that shit. Waft obviously needs to be considered, and I'm sure it was by all the panelists, but I think it's worth calling out as its own data point. Now, why the fuck is Belmont this high? Can someone answer? Is it?
What do you mean?
That's way too high for them, bro.
It's not high at all.
It's not high. Bro, come on, the ledge trapping,
lower half of the list.
Oh, that's true.
The ledge trapping is
okay.
out of control.
So your opponent needs to know to not neutral get up. That's carried.
It can hit the ledge hang.
It can.
I know. I'm nice with it. True. Pup. All right. Here's where Pup is. Where's Pup without forward throw?
Honestly, below Marth.
Yeah, D. Yeah, the most honest character that's ever existed. That forward throw is worth 32 points.
Yeah.
Shit, crazy. Lucario's a weird one. Like I don't
go up.
I
hate Lucario. Put his ass up.
Again, that's like the specific character mechanics things. We just don't ever really see one. Kirby? Can someone explain that to me? Up?
Kirby can go above PT. For real.
I don't care. In the same tier as like
PT's really not that hard.
Bro, Kirby, like they think they're so nice when they're just sitting there holding down. Yeah, man, my moves can't hit me.
B- has Wii Fit, Link.
Speaking of holding down and thinking they're nice, Wii Fit.
Ridley, Meta Knight, Banjo, Kazooie, Ice Climbers, Greninja, Lucas, Ike, Crom, Isabelle, Sephiroth, Villager, Pichu, Duck Hunt. Yeah, we're into some weird stuff.
Sure. Ice Climbers is such a weird one to rank.
It's weird, yeah.
Because they only have that. Their planet. We call them Kazuya, but then Kazuya is number 3 on this list, and obviously their shit's harder than Kazuya's.
When I get Ice Climbers on random, I be swinging.
Side B's still broken. Like there's a lot. You get up airs broken.
I check my damage done after the randoms game. I'm like, damn, 550 damage.
Ice Climbers needs to be
Damn.
higher. Ice Climbers needs to be higher. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. No one watches like
so
top
Link
level
is
ice.
one of the least carried characters in the game.
Who?
Link.
That's crazy. And it's weird because like you would think like some of
Don't
this stuff.
we hate Banjo? Aren't we supposed to hate Banjo as a
Doesn't
community?
mean you're carried for
Yeah,
picking
but
him.
he's not like.
It's like Sonic. You can hate him, but separate carried from the
Yeah,
character.
it's just weird.
He's an annoying Jim, but he's bad.
That's the Sephiroth. Like, let's go, bro.
People recognize that.
Isabel's
Yeah,
way more carried
yeah.
than me.
That's crazy.
That's actually true, though. Like, true as fuck.
Sephiroth should be very low on this list. Absolutely.
No, like, Isabel is broken as fuck.
Oh,
Low key.
That
Sure.
F tilt be killing at 120 on the neutral get up. I'd be
the
peeping
umbrella.
that.
120.
Tell me one difference between Isabel's up tilt and Steve's up tilt.
They're not even.
Steve can move.
Yeah.
Isabel's is larger.
That I would rather be able to move.
I also would rather be able to move.
Disagree.
Sure.
That
Hey,
move
no,
is so nasty.
It
It's
is.
good. Her jabs,
Also,
like you said, her jabs.
Chad,
nice.
please. I'm trolling. I'm super trolling.
Oh yeah, you do have to disclaimer it because people
Good.
would not know.
Good clarification. Yeah.
I'm
Them
trolling.
comments. Them comments.
But
were-
Isabel's up tilt is really good.
it is very, very good.
C plus. No, it's just like
the
these
pit
characters-
thing is like just community driven. Like he's textbook
honest.
Smash
poster
Bros.
poster child of honest.
He's
yeah.
honest.
Right. Oh, you look at C
Like,
plus.
it's not that I necessarily disagree or anything. I
Or
really
something.
like Pit. I like playing him, but it's really easy.
Yeah.
So like, does difficulty matter? Like, it's hard to tell at this point because, like, when I think of like easy characters that I like playing, that I'm just like chilling and I'm just like applying my years of Smash Bros experience. I think of like Pit, Corrin, Lucina. Like, I can just play them, like Donkey Kong, like, and it's just so fucking easy.
And maybe that's why. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing is that you use like your years of Smash Bros.
Yeah,
experience.
Aegis, like when I play Mithra, I just accidentally perfectly convert every hit, like, because I don't know.
Because, like, okay, if we were to use this, which is funny because now we're circling back to this, like an O2er, right, who's like kind of new to the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. If they picked up these
some of these would
characters,
still apply, I guess.
yeah, because we think Lucina's like in Pit's like super easy and you know they're strong characters, so we're like, yeah, I mean we could just pick these up and do whatever, but that's because we could do it.
It's weird based on character viability too. Like,
Yeah.
if Ike is all the way down here, are you saying it's difficult? Because I could just pick Ike and close my eyes and like just play the game just
Right.
normally, and they would be fine.
But also like you were top 10 for your entire career and
Like
Yeah.
you're telling me Link isn't carried at all? I thought I thought people played online and like hated Banjo and Link.
true.
Online might be a different ball game too.
I don't know if this includes online.
But like,
No,
you know what
it says results,
but
which
I
I
thought
guess is
people hated
ambiguous.
these characters.
And Link, there is a lot to him that is broken and easy. Like his neutral air was like the number one thing people complain about forever.
It's like literally the classic thing.
Yeah. Ken is almost dead in the even at 50, by the way. Go.
My cat on. Sorry, my cat's walking by.
And
All good.
then
Thanks for the heads up.
C plus, we got Mega Man, Robin, Plant, Inkling, Lucina, Zero Suit, Peach, Pit, Dr. Mario.
There's a pretty clear divide in this tier.
Pit and Dark Pit, to clarify.
And Peach, Daisy.
And Peach and Daisy.
I just
yeah,
separate them. Daisy's like 8 tiers lower. It's like, wait a
Yeah.
minute. Well,
Daisy's way harder to play. So, I don't know. Like, Lucina's the least carried? Like, one of the least carried characters?
that's the thing is like, where does
I need to go to
quality-
tournaments with this character.
Where does like quality taper off into?
People think I'm the GOAT.
I don't know.
They won't. You don't get flamed still.
Bro, if I went to some locals with Lucina, guys, I'm not carried.
Haas is like really locked in trying to figure this out.
I am. I also wasn't sure if Gavin was done talking, so I was letting him. I was giving him run space. It's so this tier is like a combination of this character fucking sucks, so you can't be carried if you
People
play
just
them.
forgetting. Low key, people just forgetting about them.
Yeah,
Not
because how
knowing what
is
to say.
Zero Suit, bro? I'm sorry to my guy Ty.
Wait, where are we going with this?
That guy Zero Suit should not be that low. There's just
She
no
should.
way.
Yeah, she
No
should.
way.
She
No
should.
way, bro. For what?
She should. Or you can
Yeah.
put her next to Sephiroth. Agreed.
No.
They are like
They're
very
the same
similar.
thing.
Like
They're
they're just you're just struggling for no
Yeah.
reason. Like
Yeah.
What about Peach?
like Robin is there because people forgot Robin existed, bro.
Agreed. And then you gotta like learn stuff or whatever.
I also think Mega Man should be higher, by the way.
Peach.
I don't even know how easy or hard these characters are. It's just like y'all just forgot.
Peach is weird because I think if someone picked up Peach and learned how to do float bear, like any of the float aerials, suddenly they're one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, I agree.
Not like actually, but like
Yeah.
the jump in their results would be fantastic because they're just doing safe pressure out of nowhere, and like people are gonna freak out. Where like you can't do that with Lucina. I mean, you can if you're good at the game, but you can't just learn like.
It just gets weird because it's like
I don't know, it's tough.
This is
Some
a weird
people-
tier for sure.
you can tell when they think about difficulty and you can tell when they think about viability.
Yeah,
Like Little Mac is super carried, but then Dr. Mario, who's also one of the worst characters in the game, is like one of the least carried. It's like they just like it feels like people just pick and choose what matters more because both those characters are trash. But if you have Smash Bros. Experience, you know exactly how to play them.
yeah, and I think Doc plays is Doc carries harder. I'm not gonna hold you.
I think so too.
And Little Mac?
That's
Yeah, it's really easy.
he throws a
like-
pill and runs at you.
Mewtwo, I mean, Mewtwo starts off the C- tier, and it's like I guess, but like
Kind of.
I really like playing Mewtwo. I wouldn't call it easy, but he's not easy. I don't think Mewtwo's
No,
easy.
he's not.
I think
he's
he
like,
was in Smash 4.
Yeah. He's a charge
Uh,
shot, which is always very helpful.
And then Rosa and Ganon. So Ganondorf player, like, so now we like fighting Ganondorf? I thought we hated that.
It's not about like or dislike.
Yeah.
It's just if you lose to a Ganon and you call them carried, you're probably a fucking idiot.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that about Rosa though. What the fuck? Hey, hold on a second. There's Rosa's next to Ganon?
She would have been top 5 in Smash 4.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
And then Sheik and Marth to end it
Yeah.
off, D tier.
Sheik is insane, but that's fine. Marth, that's fine. Sure. It's like hard Lucina. I get the logic.
They got away with it.
They got away with murder. They both got away with murder.
Marth? I don't think Marth should be number 1 least carried, but I don't have a problem with Marth. being
Okay,
close to the
well,
bottom.
good. That's a good question. Who was your number 1 least carried?
And then Richter,
Come on, man.
Simon, and Ryu.
Like, actually, which cat is that?
It's tiny.
That's tiny, of course, yeah. Least carried?
The least carried character in the game with a perfect score of 0 is Marth.
No. What's your personal one?
Oh, personal least carried character?
Bro.
I'm really locked in here.
I have a take. I have a couple takes. I have a take or two here.
I gotta lock in too.
Have a couple
Least-
ready just in case we
Least
overlap.
carried. Least carried.
Least carried.
This is impossible.
Dude,
Hold on.
Are you ready, Marcus? I think I'm good.
I want to hear everyone else.
I do too, though.
Fuck.
Sorry, man. Marcus?
I'm struggling, man.
It's Toon Link. Come on, lock in.
No,
Toon
hold
Link
on.
mains. We're Toon Link
Hold on.
mains.
It's
Well,
not.
hold on.
was a
Suddenly
joke.
I'm back.
I don't think that's a bad one to say.
Suddenly I'm
No, that
back.
was-
Suddenly I'm
it's
back.
not
Suddenly
that
I'm
bad.
back.
That was
Suddenly
a
I'm
joke.
back.
That was a
Yeah, I'm
joke.
back. Suddenly, hey, it's Toon Link. Let's lock in.
All right, I have some in mind.
I'm gonna be honest.
But let's just go around and throw one out. It doesn't have to be your end-all choice.
But then when I think about it harder, they have something that's like degen.
I know. I ran into that a couple times too.
Yeah, because I was actually about to say Sephiroth off rip. I'm not.
Dude, me too. Yeah, he was up there for me.
It's not a bad one, but like he definitely can't be because Wing is so stupid.
Wing is insane. Yeah, right.
Like it can't be Sephiroth. As much as I would like it to be, it's just not possible. Like, I thought Meta Knight, and then I just thought of a Meta Knight
also thought Meta Knight, and then I was like, no.
I thought of like a Meta Knight player like spamming dash attack versus someone that's not that good, and I was like, okay, it can't be you.
The robbery is too good with Meta Knight. Like, there's just no way. Some fuck ladders me at 0, and I'm winning the entire game. He ladders me at 0. I'm not sitting there thinking he's not carried. You know what I mean?
Okay, again, like this is.
I was thinking Greninja too, but I eliminated Greninja for the same reason I eliminated Meta Knight.
Yep. That dash attack is.
And
I think Greninja's better than
suggestion.
I think Greninja's
is Villager.
No.
I think it's the best suggestion yet.
I like Ike. I think Ike is totally. You're not so fucking
free.
carried.
Everything is free.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
Press Nair into
something. Confirms are free.
He's simple, so what? That doesn't mean he's broken.
I'm carried by Ike when I boot up on Elite Smash. I'm carried.
That's insane. I can't believe you just said that. That's insane.
What?
You're carried by Ike. Dude, low key, I was thinking too, Ganon. Just that, like, if anyone in their life came up to me and said, this dude beats Ganon.
He has some stupid ass moves.
That's okay. But what I'm saying, but listen, the litmus test I'm saying is if I was at a tournament and someone looked really dejected, I'm like, what happened? They said, I got beat by this fuck who's carried by their character. And I said, who? And they said, Ganon. Come on, man. Like, there's just no way. There's no way.
Was it online?
No. Like,
I'm also thinking about like it's hard because for me, if you told me I lost this Zero Suit who was carried, I would just be like, yeah, there's just no shot.
You're trolling.
There's no world.
Zero Suit's a good one.
Okay, here's a weird one I have.
I was gonna say Mega Man, but like something's making me not want to say it. No. It's not a terrible suggestion.
Mega Man's not a bad one.
Not bad. Bayo? Bayo's weird too.
Some of them moves, you can beat people who will jump ABK alone.
Yeah, ABK off ledge.
Here's a weird one. What about Duck Hunt? I don't think there's anything carry about that character.
Everything's frame 1 has. Everything is frame 1.
I think
not Diddy. Get out of here, Diddy Kong.
I think if you don't know how to deal with the can, that character turns like 5 tiers higher. Like if you don't understand the projectiles, then
that character is super easy, bro.
Yeah, so if
I'm not saying they're not hard. I'm just saying
we both have a good Duck Hunt in Smash 4.
Yeah, right? If you think they're carried because you don't understand the projectiles, that would make sense to me. Like they're like, bro, they just keep throwing the frisbee at me and I can't punish it. And I'm like, but
you can, yeah.
Low key can't if they're good.
Yeah, if they're good, which means it doesn't apply to carrying them.
Yeah.
It's frame 1 though, so it's easy to be good.
You saw that one, Marcus. Nick's game on point today.
You're locked in.
I did.
I mean, honestly,
that was good.
I think Lucina is
fine.
I would rather say every suggestion than Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt it is.
Not Duck.
I can't imagine a world where someone says it to me and I take them seriously. I just can't.
Honestly, though, I also can't hear that with Marth. Like, I'm just like imagining somebody saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Me and I'm just... But if they said it to me,
it's just pure internet buzz phrase.
But if they say something like, "I got cheesed at 30 by a different forward smash,"
yes.
I would feel bad for them.
Then that's like kind of carried. Like
yeah,
a little
that's
bit.
Why I think it's weird that Lucina's above Marth because I actually think Marth
she's more honest, quote unquote.
But she's like a better character, so she carries more. But
the argument would be that it's hard to get a tipper under pressure like that or whatever. But it's not. If you just fucking throw them out and get lucky, sure, it happened.
Luck is a huge factor. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sheik just can't be down there. I think that's my big takeaway. It's like Sheik is just...
The Incineroar one kills me, bro.
Incineroar's crazy. Hero, in my opinion, is crazy too.
It is weird.
Yeah. Because it's like, when I look at this list, I'm like, oh, they're basing it off of like the top level sets that they watch. But then I'm like,
you're never sure because like it gets so weird so frequently on this list. Like
I see Chic and they're like, oh, it's like hard for them to do the things, but they can do like I don't know.
To be honest, this is like one of my favorite things that I love about Smash is that there are just so many different opinions and takes on literally, like even between just the three of us, like there were just so many minor disagreements or major disagreements.
it's definitely something we stray away from on the show because like we're more just like we don't just talk about like, oh, we hate this player, this character, unless it's like
Duck
Hopefully
Hunt.
we don't hate it.
today.
unless it's literally like Joker, Steve, like when they're just like peak of their like tier list, like. But usually it's not like the topic of the show ever. So like if you're gonna do it for us, then we can look at the list though.
I love this content. Shout out to Shoe Stats, by the way.
Yeah.
Like the good stuff.
There have been some
and-
good ones.
There was another thing that popped up. Speaking of stats, it's Triple Crown in Smash in Ultimate. It's like a kind of a newer thing people are
Who just
talking
got
about
that?
because
Mia?
Fargo did first a few weeks ago. Then Mia got it at the French tournament last weekend.
What does Triple Crown mean in traditional sports?
3 of something. So Triple Crown in horse racing is like you win the 3
Oh, it
biggest
can
horse
be pretty
races.
generic.
Yeah, it depends. Triple Crown is
They're
typically
usually
horse racing, right?
like I also think it's usually for reserved for like super large events. Like I don't know if you can
When I
triple
first-
Loki's
crown.
starting to think Smash is
Tennis?
doing it completely wrong.
Can you triple
No.
crown tennis? Even though
No,
there's 4 slams.
It's Grand Slam.
Yeah, it's Grand Slam, right? I
Yeah,
thought so. I was
not
like, there's
Triple
4 of
Crown.
them. Yeah.
Triple Crown, Gavin, is the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes. You have to win all 3 of them with that, and then that horse wins the Triple Crown and jockey.
okay.
So it's a real thing.
So
And-
I would still argue that Smash is kind of spamming that phrase. Then
It has like become a new thing. I think it's neat, and I think a part. So
I like it.
it's neat. It's fun. Yeah.
I do, and why it's here now is because it finally happened, because Spargo did it and Mia did it, and the reason it can happen is because that's how Smash Ultimate be. Because
It's a mess.
Europe, EU has huge tournaments.
Yeah.
Japan obviously has huge tournaments, and we NA always holding it down with huge tournaments. So it's a really cool thing for Mia and for Spargo to both do it. Obviously, it's just like kind of a different coat of paint of winning tournaments.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really nice way to market it or a nice way to talk about it because it does have
Definitely
that global
agree.
presence to it, which I really like. So shout out to
And
Mia
that-
for winning that tournament. Did you watch it,
Who-
Kev?
Who's the
I
first
watched a
person?
little bit, but I was not home.
Hmm.
I popped in and out of like the top 3 or 4, but it was interesting. I appreciate it very much. Like
Yeah.
a symphony singing Jump Up Superstar was like, what the hell is happening? Like it's really cool.
I need more details, bro. How do they do that? Like,
Yeah.
obviously it was
The
happening.
time
at the
zone
event,
difference
but-
too,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was interesting. I just appreciate anyone doing something new and
Yes.
bold.
That's what I tweeted. I was like, bro, was it
We just
perfect?
need that. We just need
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Was it perfect? No. Like there were definitely times where I'm like, this song doesn't really fit, which to me is at first it was like a slower Kirby song. And I was like, I get it. Like there are only so many songs that an orchestra can have ready to play. And throughout they did the whole top 8, which is crazy. That's so many songs, right? I mean, you get 5 games per set. Like that's a lot of music they need to play. That's a lot of time, which again, how the hell did this work out and how this even happened in the first place is a small miracle, which is great. But then there were times where it's like they played slower songs, and I felt like it didn't fit what was going on. There were times they played Megalovania during Game 5s, which was super great. Like, but I was like, the thing with Ultimate is that you could pick any song for any stage at any time, basically, or like Small Battlefield, right? You could do that on, or like the Smash stage, you could do that on. And I'm like, I thought we got out of the Brawl days of picking slower. Like the Roost doesn't need to play on every tournament set or whatever, all the Animal Crossing songs. But then I thought about it more. I was like, that's kind of a part of the charm of Smash, though. Is like sometimes you are just beating ass to an Animal Crossing song or whatever, like a slower paced song. So I thought it was, like you said, Gab, I really think it's amazing. I think EU continues to prove that they're some of the best in the business at putting on tournaments.
Absolutely,
A
bro.
great show. The stream layout needed help. I needed more of the game. I love seeing the orchestra. I thought that was cool. It was a unique and new take on an overlay for a stream. There's nothing to reference when it comes to how the fuck do I fit this orchestra into the whatever the stream as well. I think it was an exceptional first attempt, and I think overall the concept is incredible. Like we've all been playing and watching Smash for 20 years. Never seen something like this. We can confidently
True.
say that, right? During the Smashies, there's live music, but it's a little a little 10-minute clip of a song. But this was like, dude, how fucking cool is this? Like, it's just cool. I know it's not perfect. I know there's a lot of feedback about it. I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. I really don't. I think this shit is so real and so raw. My question for you, Gavin, would be, how would you feel playing on stage with this going on? You like, what would you think as a put your competitor cap back on? How's that feeling?
Depends if I'm winning or losing.
Good. Okay, so it's not. So the orchestra itself is whatever.
It's like overall, it would just be really difficult.
Do they provide headphones?
If I'm
Leo
like,
had his headphones on.
if I'm in the right headspace and thinking like this is something new and like, you know what I mean, like this is completely separate from like Genesis, then yeah, I'm down. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna like complain or like say they're doing something wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to do that. Like, it's just cool.
Super dope.
Who knows though? I never know with myself whenever I would play in tournaments is like, would I play well or not? Like, I have no idea. Sometimes at like different formats, I do really well. Sometimes I wouldn't. Who knows?
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I loved it. And a good tournament overall. I had fun watching it. But I think we spent a lot of time talking about character stuff. I really did want to shout that tournament out for doing something different and very unique, and it deserves a lot of credit for trying something. And like you said, Gav, keeping things fresh in this meta is so important. And now, okay, great. So they did this first orchestra live at the end of Ultimate. Hey, the new Smash game comes out. They get another one of these under their belt. They get it perfected.
Yeah.
Watch out, bro. It's gonna imagine the first one for the next Smash game. They got
It writes itself at that point.
It's crazy. It's really good, man. And just being able to do the production like that. So I can't give the team enough credit over there. So and I would love to know more about how they did it. How did this come to be? Clearly, that's what the event itself was for, and then there was a Smash tournament attached. But
yeah,
EU just, dude, they be doing shit. I mean, you and I, we went there for Terra, bro. You know how it is, like how passionate that scene is.
It's different, yeah.
It is different, yeah.
It's just different.
It's awesome. Shout out to EU and all the homies over there, man. I love that.
Yeah, sorry. We never know exactly how the show's going to go until we start yapping. Some people don't like when we don't mention certain results and things, and I'm just here to say for the 1,000,000th time, we're not a news channel. We kind of do what we want. We love Smash. We kind of just go with the flow, and we record it. I'm sorry if you want us to talk about Spargo's Piranha Plant even more. Yeah,
more opportunities for that, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're here every week. So, and once again, thank you for supporting the show as always. That was a good episode, but we do Patreon bonus content. I think the one we did today was very spontaneous and fun, talking about the state of play and watching a little bit of it with Haz, especially for the first time. I stream a lot over at twitch.tv/tweekssb. I'm back to doing a bunch of Metafy lessons. I'm just Tweek over there. And yeah, have a good one. Thank you so much.